Today's podcast is sponsored by Genesis, the most comprehensive and complete education for pool professionals. The Genesis Career Pathway for Pool Builders and Design Professionals puts your team on the right track to become masters of their trade.
So thanks for joining us on another episode of Pool Magazine Podcast. Today I'm at the International Pool Spa Patio Expo with the internationally acclaimed award-winning master pool builder, Joan Roca. It's an absolute pleasure to have you with us today on the show. Juan, before we get deep into our conversation, it would be great if you can give me a little bit of bio about your background in the pool industry and what Joan Roca Master Pool Design is all about.
First of all, let me explain you about my name, because it's some confusion, the way I write it and the way I pronounce it.
Right.
I'm from Barcelona, Spain, and we speak Catalan there, so the name Juan, as you know here, as any Spanish, we write it with an O, because we pronounce it Joan.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but because I moved to Costa Rica and everybody speaks Spanish there, and everybody call me Juan. When I came to the United States and I met all the pool industry guys that I met here, everybody knows me as Juan. But then now my name, my marketing name is with an O, and that's some kind of confusion. Some people think that if this is a woman or what, right?
Oh, I know that you weren't a woman, and I knew you weren't Joan.
Anyway, okay. I am industrial engineer. I was graduated in the University of Costa Rica early in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been working in the swimming pool industry since 1975.
Right.
I was a kid working with my father. My father used to run a swimming company. And I really fell in love with that. But when I really fell in love in the pool industry, it was here, no, not here, this is Las Vegas, in Dallas in 1982, in my first international pool expo. I really fell in love and said, wow, that's more amazing than what I thought. And then since then I start coming here every single year to all the expos, and even sometimes to the regionals in Florida or some other places, to learn more, because when you come to the expos, you have the opportunity to go to the seminars.
Right.
And one way or another one, you learn always something. And I have the lucky of met the three founders of Genesis,
Tischerman, Skip
David
Phillips,
Tischerman,
Ryan Van Bauer, yeah.
In the 2000, and I did all the programs that they had. They create. If you are an engineer or a doctor or accounting or whatever, and you want to have like a master's degree or a PhD degree, you go to hundreds of universities in the world to get it.
Right.
But if you are a pool builder, there is no place to study something on top of that.
Right.
So they create that program called Genesis University. I did the whole thing, and I became the highest category, which is the master pool designer.
Right.
That's why I am a master pool designer. It's not a name that I just invented.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, I've been enjoying even more that profession, because now I'm designing with more confidence and more acknowledgement. Not only passion, but something that you need. You need passion and talent, but also you need more acknowledgement and more technology. So it's been all my life doing this and having a lot of success. When you have some success, it's not because you think that you have it, it's because of recognition of the others. So in my case, for example, I have like, if I am not wrong, 15 front covers of pool magazines with some of my designs.
Yeah, I've seen you on Aqua, Water Shapes, some of the leading
pools, and even in Costa Rica, in Spain,
right,
and Panama. So that means that if the editors, the publishers of those magazines, they think that that particular swimming pool deserves to be in a front cover, means that it's good in something, in design, in whatever. So this is one of the reasons that I think that my work has been successful for the recognitions of others, and inspired me to be better, to try to make it better, to satisfy the customers. When you see a customer happy, what else you can ask? I mean, it's like to be a comedian and be in the theater, make a joke, everybody laughing. What else you want?
Right, you hit the right notes with the customer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this is, I think that.
So that your path has been from 1975 to now, and I've been following your work for close to a decade. I mean, you have your own style all your own. I mean, it's uniquely elegant, understated, refined. I mean, I feel like those are the best adjectives that describe your kind of designs. I mean, what inspires your design process, and how do you work with a client on helping them conceptualize their ideal outdoor living environment?
Well, the question is not easy because what inspires you? I was thinking about this question, and I think that what inspired me is the site. Because when you go to the place, you as a designer, I mean, you are there, you see it, you feel it, you see the architecture of the house, of the buildings, whatever it is. Could be a condominium, could be a hotel, whatever, could be commercial, right?
Right.
Then you see the view, the weather. I mean, how is the sun movement? The weather. I mean, it's a cold place. It's a tropical place. How is the garden or the landscaping? Or how is it going to be according to the landscape architect that is going to be there? Whatever. But being there is when I got my inspiration, and of course, knowing who is going to swim there. It's going to be a family. It's going to be a condominium, so it's going to be a group of families, a multi-family place. But whatever, when I am there and I'm imagining this scenario, is what inspired me to take my pencil and design.
So you get your inspiration once you get on the site and you see what this place looks like. The ideas start coming to you right away.
Yeah.
Right. You established Juan Roca Master Pool Design in 2005 after you did Genesis. I mean, what was it exactly that you learned in the Genesis program that gave you the knowledge and the confidence to go out there and dominate in the Jacksonville market where you do business now?
Well, Jacksonville is something new because it's just the last 2 years. Genesis gave me the acknowledgement and the confidence and of course technology to add it to my passion and to my talent, because you have the talent and you can study. It's like making a sport. You can train and train and train, but if you, besides that, like let's say Michael Jordan, besides training hard, you have a talent inside you, I mean, you're going to be the star.
Right.
So Genesis gave me that acknowledgement and that technology to add it to my, let's say, natural talent and my passion. And I think that working in Costa Rica and Panama, who love it, especially Costa Rica, the market was very, reduced, small, and I got the opportunity to come to Jacksonville and design for any other pool builder. The only thing that I'm not doing in Jacksonville, at least for now, is building, because I am from outside. You need a license. Besides that, maybe I don't think if I want to build in Jacksonville. There are good builders there that can do it. But that's what I'm doing now in Jacksonville, is designing for others. And of course, designing not only in Jacksonville. I'm based in Jacksonville, but now I'm designing pools back in Costa Rica. I'm designing pools also in Panama. I'm doing a lot of jobs now in the Bahamas. Mm-hmm. And I did something in Texas. So I like it to be now in Jacksonville.
Well, what I like and what I enjoy about your work is that really no two pools are quite exactly alike. I mean, can you explain kind of your design philosophy and what inspires your work?
Every pool is different, because when I sit in my drawing table to design a pool, I start from scratch, right? I sit there and I say, okay, we have this. I have my images of the property. Of course, the survey and all this, the notes that I wrote when I interviewed my customers, and then I start, making the shape to all that information. In fact, I think that, I don't know if this is the philosophy or the procedure, is translating all that information that you have, which is or what your client said, or the dreams of your client, the architecture of the place, the survey of the land, blah blah blah, all that information, translating that into a drawing. And that drawing, when I show it to my customers, the most of the time they say, "Wow, I love it." And we make revisions. I mean, we make changes to my first original drawing, but always my first original drawing is it's a wow, because it's a response of all the information that I got from my customers. So I don't know if you ask me for a philosophy. I don't know if this is a philosophy, which is listen my customers and design it what they wanted, not what I want. I'm adding my point of view, but the way that they want it. And maybe to be
altruistic, yeah,
is the way that it works better, instead of trying to be a selfish and say, no, I'm the architect, so I'm going to give you my ideas, and you, no. I'm doing this for you. So here, the idea is to have the knowledge how to do that what they have in their mind became true.
You've been doing this since 1975, all right?
Yeah.
It's a long time, all right? I mean, it's 3 years before I was born, so it's a really long time. What's changed about building pools since you first started?
Well, when I started building pools, I remember that my father used to do everything in 1.5 inch. Okay, one skimmer, one main drain, 1.5 inch, one pump, 2 horsepower, because that happened. So, in that time, it was everything very simple. I think that mainly what it changes is technology, a lot. Now we have pumps that you are by the pump, you can touch the pump, and you don't listen to the pump, or even you don't feel it. So technology changes a lot, and maybe some tendencies, like in the past, people used to have very deep pools, 8 feet, for example, and diving boards. And now, not that much. I don't want to say not anymore, but not that much. Now people is understanding that they don't need 8 feet, they don't need diving boards. This is one thing that maybe changed substantially. Now in my pools at least, in the 90% of the pools, I use the slot perimeter overflow, the same elevation edge, or vanishing edge. Now the people also, is very popular to use the sun shelf, which is the little really shallow,
ledge, yeah.
like 8 inches of water. You can put your launcher there.
Yeah.
Something that they don't use it in the past before. But, and maybe materials. The decks used to be more with some kinds of a mix of aggregate and cement or things like that. And now they are using more natural stone. In my case, in my area, I mean, when I mean my area, I'm talking about Central America. I use natural stone basically in all of my pools, inside the pool. Here in the United States, in that time, in 50 years ago, they used to have plaster, and still now they use plaster. Maybe the plaster itself it's been improved, but it's the same material. But basically, it's that I think technology, that idea of the overflow, the edge, and
Those are the things that you've noticed have substantially changed in the last 50 years. I mean, what's hot and trending in the Jacksonville market right now? I mean, that's really where you do a lot of your design. That's where you're based out of, your company's based out of.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of got your fingers on the pulse of what's going on in that market. So, I mean, what do you see? What are the new trends that are coming out that you've seen over the last maybe 5 years that you haven't seen before?
well, Jacksonville is one of the 20 cities. I read an article before I came to Jacksonville. Jacksonville was one of the 20 cities, the better cities to go in, to live
Right.
in the world. But now that I'm living in Jacksonville, I can tell you that the level of life there is high. So Jacksonville is not, I mean, Jacksonville is a rich city. And most of the people, it's from some level and higher. Saying that, people like to have well done things. So when they want a pool, they don't want just an average pool. They want to have really something nice.
Like a showpiece.
Exactly. Well,
Right.
yeah, I don't know if this is the word, but yeah. So if they can pay a designer to have, a custom pool, why not do it if you have the money?
Right.
So.
So what are they putting in these pools that make them like such a focal piece of the backyard?
Just, for example, a regular pool, the difference of a pool that is, 15 by 30 feet or 20 by 40. Just adding to that pool the slot perimeter overflow that it carries an extra pump, probably an extra filter, carries a surge or a compensation tank. Talking about and all the gutter that you have to do underneath the deck. Talking about $30,000-$40,000 more than a regular.
Just to have that feature.
Just that.
Yeah.
And then if you put an infinity edge, whatever, a little bit more. So that kind of things, it makes the not necessarily to make the pool busy with things. Because I made a pool, for example. I got a project in Costa Rica that the customer paid me $1.5 million. People said, what you did? $1.5 million in one house. Well, we built two pools, one indoor pool and one outdoor pool.
That'll do it. Yeah.
The outdoor pool has a waterfall, a spa, an infinity edge, and a slot. The interior pool has a slot, this and that. So there is a lot of those details that make the project, let's say, more expensive. Not necessarily because you have a statue here of this, because you have 3 fire bowls, because you have, that kind of water features. Of course, it makes the pool more expensive, but it's not my style because it's too busy. I don't like things too busy.
Right. That's what I notice about your pools is
Yeah.
that they're really understated. You let the pool do the talking for you. You work with a lot of contractors, architects, other industry professionals in the pool industry. Your expertise is in high demand as a consultant, and you're doing projects all over the world. What's that process like for you, work on projects a couple thousand miles away from where you are? You're in Florida and you're doing business in Panama and Costa Rica and places like that. These are not your run-of-the-mill projects. These are not a cookie-cutter pool or anything. And it's really complicated and artistic designs.
It is.
How do you manage that kind of remote work?
Well, it's not the same because, as I told you before, my first inspiration is going to the site.
Right.
So now in that case, I cannot go to the site. Then what I do is ask the customer or somebody there to picture it, make videos, and try to get that feeling that I get when I go there.
So they're your legs and they're doing their walk around.
It's not the same.
Right.
Even if you understand the situation when you see a video and you understand what is on the right side, what is on the left side, the trees that you have there, the view, it's not the same, but it helps. And man, it's my job, it's my work. I live for that. So if a customer, like in the pandemic time, for example, I was in the property that I have in Costa Rica. It's about 200 acres, and I got a customer from Toronto. They bought a property in Costa Rica, in Panama, and they were looking for a designer in the Genesis page. And they saw that I was, from Panama, Costa Rica, Panama. So they hired me, and I designed and I made all the process virtual, online. And I think it was the first one I did like that. And I could say no because I need to go to the places, because in other projects before I said if I don't go there I'm not interested. But there were projects that I could go there. The thing is that in that case, the customers, they wanted to pay me to go there, so I rejected. But this one, it was because the pandemic. It's not that the customer.
Right, travel was hard. Yeah.
And then I said, well, I think I want to try it. And I told the customer, I never did it before without going, but let's try it. Well, it's been a success, but could be better. It could be better if I knew the place, but it is a success. I think that it's just, you know.
Were they happy with the design that you did virtually?
Yeah, they were happy.
Yeah.
And I'm happy, but I think that what happened is that I went to the place right after the pool is finished, and I start understanding things that I never understood with the pictures and the videos.
Right. It's a whole different thing, right?
But anyway.
During the pandemic, we just talked about this, but I mean, during the pandemic, there was a real big explosion in the interest in pools and improving the backyard. I mean, what was it like for you during that time frame, and what's it like now in the post-COVID environment for you? I mean, you said you were doing a lot of virtual stuff during the pandemic. I mean, tell me about that.
Well, yeah, the pandemic, I think, in all business, in any kind of business, everybody's still working in virtual or from home because there were no other option. And it's true. Now the people is thinking in another future pandemic, they want to have the house ready to be secluded,
right?
A month or 2 months, whatever. So obviously spas, pools, things like that are more demanded. And there is more demand now, but I think that this is gonna go normal
cycle
again.
Yeah. So you feel we hit that kind of plateau already with the pandemic, and now it's kind of like on the down end of the post-COVID cycle. I mean, we saw a lot of that. You know, people trying to improve the backyard, trying to make a little staycation paradise. You know, couldn't travel, couldn't get out. You know, we're all quarantining. And that's kind of gone by the wayside now. I mean, we're kind of getting back to normal.
Yeah.
You know, what do you foresee the next couple of years looking like for our industry?
Well, the pool industry has always been a little bit up and down, but never too low like, well, in Costa Rica it was too low after the 2008.
Yeah, here too.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
Yeah.
I think now it's going to be, my feeling is that it's going to be okay. Maybe not really a high point, but okay. What could be affected is that war in Russia or Ukraine.
Yeah.
For example, in Jacksonville, there are a couple of customers that I designed a really nice pool for them. People not related to each other, and they decided to the pool builder, tell him to wait until see what happened there. And I think that this could be a thought that could
people be just wait and see
inside of more people. I mean, we want to do that investment, but let's see what happens here, because maybe we need to, let's see what happens, right? So, but besides that war, I don't think. I mean, the pandemic is going to affect to go more up or down. I think it's going to be more established.
Okay. When you look back at like the last 50 years, your own body of work, I mean, what are some of your favorite projects that stand out in your mind and career milestones? I mean, what makes your own personal highlight reel?
I have my maybe 2 or 3 pools that I like more, and why do I like it more? I don't know. Why you can think that Sophia Loren is more beautiful than Raquel Welch. I'm saying now 2 names. That's very personal. It's very, both are beauty, both are the greatest, let's say that way, but some people like more blondes than brunettes. Some people like more apples than the beards. So, I have a pool that I did for me in 2000, and I think it's one of the best pools in the world. But maybe it's because I enjoy it. And all the pools that I did that are really nice, I don't enjoy it because I don't use it. I don't go there. But my pool in Costa Rica, it's an oasis. It's amazing. And anybody that goes there, it's always say, wow. Like I got there David Fisherman, I got there Eric Herman, I got there Mike Nance, I got there Brian Bamba, I mean, so many, Skip Phillips, and everybody that comes there, hey man, I mean, wow. So for some reason, that place, the pool, the surrounding, the view, the mountains, the house, the rocks, everything, it makes it very special. But I built a pool in Panama for a really rich family in a remote place. A pool that was a round pool in the mountains, beautiful pool. I mean, I really love that pool. And I think I did another pool in St. Martin in the Caribbean, in the Holland side. Amazing pool, beautiful, really good. It was one of the pools that they show in the front covers in luxury magazines. But yeah,
those are the ones that personally resonate. There are a lot of builders that look up to you as kind of a role model in the industry. I mean, what is some advice that you would impart on professionals that are looking to design and build the way you do and kind of want to follow in those footsteps?
Well, the first thing that came to my mind is dedication and integrity in their work. Because, well, first of all, whatever you do, even if you are a shoemaker, soccer player, teacher, I mean, do it with dedication. If you do your work with dedication, you already make at least the first 50% is done. And then integrity in the full concept of the word. I mean, do it well, do it the right skills, and make it with passion, with respect, and apply all your acknowledgement. I mean, all the technology and all the whatever you learn, apply it in every design, and pay attention. Especially pay attention to your customer. Some people, most of the people we like to talk, right? So people like to talk more than others. And when you talk to somebody, it's supposed, when you are with a customer, it's supposed you have to listen to the customer because you want to draw something for them. So if you don't listen to them, what they have in their minds, how you want to know what you want to design? So this is very important.
Juan, absolutely appreciate you taking the time with us today to have a discussion with us. And I mean, honestly, you didn't have to do this, but thanks so much for taking the time out this morning to sit with us and chat. Really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, bud.
Okay.
Today's podcast is sponsored by Genesis, the most comprehensive and complete education for pool professionals. The Genesis Career Pathway for Pool Builders and Design Professionals puts your team on the right track to become masters of their trade.